Welcome to day 2 of 7 Days of Ancestral Wisdom. I'm Rebecca, the creator of Wuxing Witch, and I hold the threshold between worlds as a sovereign guide through life's transitions and the liminal space between the living, the dead, and the divine. This transmission is created on the 14th of April, and the resonance of what comes through is not limited to this day. Whenever these words find you, this message is for you, right now, in the moment that you are listening. Today is an Earth Horse full day, and the energy of a full day is completion, fullness. The Earth Horse is like a volcano, fire in the belly, burning beneath the mountain, waiting to erupt. What has been building beneath the surface, what has been burning quietly without being spoken, needs an outlet for expression. Mercury in Pisces is in a sextile with Uranus at 29 degrees Taurus. This is completion energy, the last breath before something shifts. This brings unexpected conversations, sudden insights that feel like something you already knew but hadn't yet been able to say. This energy is completion through truth. What needs to be said, what has been left unspoken around your worth, your value, and what you believe you deserve. This is the conversation taking place right now, before we move into Taurus season. What do you believe that you're worth? What's your inherent value? And what do you allow yourself to receive on a normal Tuesday? Hold that thought, because it is exactly where today's ancestral message lives. The message from our ancestors is simple yet profound. Life is worth celebrating. That might sound straightforward, but for many of you who are listening, it is anything but. Because there are those of you who have experienced loss, who have loved someone who is no longer here in physical form, and who have withdrawn your permission to celebrate, to be in joy, to let yourself feel fully alive when someone you love can no longer do that with you in this world. It almost feels wrong. Like a betrayal, like, how can I laugh? How can I let myself be happy when they are gone? As though choosing joy means the loss wasn't great enough, and allowing happiness into your heart somehow diminishes the love, the grief, the significance of the person who is no longer here. The ancestors have made it clear that this is not the truth. The truth is that you are a whole being, capable of holding a full range of emotions that comes with the human experience. The grief does not have to leave for the joy to enter. Choosing to feel happiness, even in the middle of loss, does not minimize the loss or discount the love behind it. It means you are human, and being fully, wholly human is what you are here to be. Think about a candle. We light candles to celebrate birthdays. We also light candles to honor the dead. The same flame, the same act of tending. One for arrival, one for departure, and both are equally sacred. Birth and death are part of the same thread that is life. They are both worthy of ceremony, of light, of acknowledgement. And what the ancestors want you to understand is this. You do not have to choose between honoring them and honoring yourself. You can light a candle for your own life in the same breath as you light a candle for the dead. In honoring yourself, you also honor them with reverence. There are those who have stopped celebrating their own birthdays, milestones, and their own joy because the person they always celebrated with is no longer here. And in doing so, without realizing, they have made their own worthiness to celebrate conditional on the presence of someone outside of them, as if they are not enough on their own to be worthy of lighting a candle to celebrate their lives, as they would light a candle to commemorate their loss. Your life is worth living, and it is worth celebrating, just as you are, with or without others to celebrate with you. Nothing pleases those who have crossed over more than to see you fully in your joy. When you celebrate, when you laugh, when you allow happiness back in, when you let yourself live with the full amplitude of what this human experience offers, they are there. They're dancing alongside you, uninhibited by form or human conditioning. When you stay in grief beyond what the grief is asking of you, when you withhold joy because you feel you don't deserve it, when you also hold on to a great loss, you are not honoring them. You are closing the door on the celebration that they want to be a part of. Now, this is not a call to bypass your feelings. This is not asking you to go through the motions, to put a smile for the room, to pretend the grief is resolved before it is. That's performance, not celebration. And your ancestors are not asking for you to perform for them. If you're still moving through grief, if you need to sit with it, feel it, let it move through you, then honor that. Grief has its own intelligence. It asks for what it needs from you, and trying to suppress it does not make it leave. It simply pushes it underground where it waits and builds before it comes out like a dormant volcano erupting without warning. But are you staying in grief because you need more time with it? Or are you staying because you have decided that you are not allowed to come back from it? That joy after loss is somehow disloyal? That celebrating your life without the ones you've lost means you have moved on from them? Because those are two very different things. And only one of them is the grief speaking. The other is a story about your own worth. And that story is ready to be expressed and released. Sit with this today. Where have you withdrawn your permission to celebrate your life, your joy, yourself because of what you have lost? And is the grief requiring you to wait? Or is it a belief that you are not worthy of the same candle that you would light for the dead? Light a candle today for them and for you in the same breath. Life is worth celebrating, all of it. The joy and the sorrow, the arrival and the departure, the full spectrum of what it means to be alive in a body on this earth. You will not always have it. None of us will. And the ones who have already crossed know that more clearly than anyone else. Their message is not to rush you to move away from the grief. It is to let the joy back in alongside it, to trust that both can exist together, to light the candle for the dead and for yourself, and to know that in doing so, you are not leaving them behind. You are bringing them with you.